Do you know about Parliament already before this lectures? Do you know about Parliament? Okay, if you don't know, I will tell you about Parliament in short and why I am telling why I will tell you in short about Parliament because here are given about Parliament in degree. Okay, so in other words, you can say here what right Parliament and the making of laws. Making of laws. Here, this headline is Parliament and the making of laws. But I said about Parliament in this previous lecture. We already saw. Okay. But in this lectures about Parliament, we will discuss it to clarify and also in deeply understand. Okay. What makes how makes laws where is the parliament in our India, how many parliament in any country, question many questions arise. Okay, many questions arise only if we talk about parliament, then many questions, multiple questions arise. For example, such as what is parliament? Parliament, why we need parliament? Question arise. Can you explain why we need parliament? Why a country need a parliament? Can you tell me? Any questions? Of any questions? If yes, then after reply this answer, next question next will come this about in parliament. Suppose what is parliament here about parliament is given and in this next after this next is such as bicameral. What is bicameral? Unicameral. Okay, we will discuss. Only I will tell you. I am saying you question. How types question raise? What is parliament? About parliament is given here. So bicameral in your mind would be coming. What happens bicameral? And same, but some difference. Unicameral. What is this? We will discuss. We will understand. I will teach you. And the next question comes: the Parliament of India was when was founded our Parliament in India? This question, answer of this question in short. Okay. Next, legislative body. Okay. And why should people decide? Here question is what? Why people? Means participation of people. Why need in a country? Why need in a democratic country? In any country? Why need participation of people? You can say decide. People decide why need in a country. Question arise multiple times, many times. Different questions arise. Questions comes in our mind. So our focus will be about clarify of questions, define questions. We define questions. Let's see without time waste. Let's see about parliament. Parliament in short, how we can say? Here are given definition. A parliament is a legislative body. Because if you talk about parliament, then here because when any country has parliament, then that is called legislative body. That is called also legislative body. A parliament is a legislative body of government. Here word saying of government that represents the people in parliament. Here are saying in parliament that represents the people, makes laws where in the parliament, oversee the government. We are talking what? What we are looking represents the people, makes laws, and why cannot be government? Why cannot be government in the parliament? And here what say oversee the government. Okay, also government. But what works makes laws, and this laws where makes where does next in parliament, but between represent the people and the government. And third person is what? President. Okay, and we will discuss how many peoples are in parliament, and who works about laws and policies. We will see. Okay, but here what's it? Different countries have different types of permanence. Here question is unique. What is unique? Different means our country, okay, India. Other country, you see, you would see what? American country, America, South Africa country, and London. But take an example, America. Okay, some examples of country we take. Okay, we take here. What's a different countries? If a different countries, then different types of parliaments. Okay, different countries have different types of parliament. But here, at the place, at this place here, at the here, in your mind, what be coming? Types of parliament. How? What question? What is said? What are saying? Types of parliament. How many parliaments? How many are parliaments in any country? In one country. So let's see, such as bicameral. Bicameral means I mean of this sentence is given here answer. How many parliaments? How many are parliaments in a country? I would say one. How many? One. But depend on country. In country, in country, how types in country are how types of parliaments are in a country. Here example such as bicameral, two houses. Bicameral means two houses. If in a parliament, okay, but in a parliament has two houses, and what two houses? Okay, we will see next coming unicameral. Here what's it? Parliament, types of parliament, how many? Two, bicameral and unicameral. And in bracket are discussing two houses about bicameral. Bicameral means two houses. But in parliament, how many? If we talk about bicameral in parliament, then in parliament has two houses. Okay, but what are two houses? Who are two houses? Let's see. And the next say unicameral. Unicameral. What means one house? Here say two house, and here say one house. Okay. So this is not a complex. Okay, it's not complex. Simple. You can understand. By means double means two. If any if a parliament has two houses, then we say bicameral. But one houses, then unicameral. Okay. For example, take an example. We take an example. What means any country? Any country. Here are the example. Given example. The Parliament of India. Here talking about Parliament of India. Our Parliament. Already we know in our India how many parliament? One. And where is located? Where is a parliament in India? New Delhi. Delhi. Okay. And the Parliament of India is a bicameral legislative composed bicameral. Here what say? Bicameral. Here what are saying? Bicameral means two houses. Composed one and second. Composed means include. Okay, include. Legislature composed. But here what are saying? The Parliament of India. About the Parliament of India, then is a bicameral legislature, because we already have discussed a parliament is a legislative body in the any cases of country. Okay, but legislative body of government. Okay, legislature composed of the Rajya Sabha. Here are talking, here tells us what about bicameral, because we discuss what bicameral means two house, but who two house, who are two house, what are two house. First is Rajya Sabha. In English we say a council of states, means states. Through state words you can understand, you can remember, but selected by the legislative, elected by the state legislature. Then members becomes council of the states. But next second house, the Lok Sabha, house of the people. Through this word you can remember, you can understand what people means elected by the people. Then members becomes in Lok Sabha, house of the people. Okay, here what we saw, the Parliament of India. Okay, not matter. A bicameral, about bicameral means already we know two houses, but remember unicamerals, also unicamerals, because do not confuse. Unicameral means one, but by we can learn for a long time. By means 11. So we can remember by means here are saying by, then two houses in a parliament. But here are given example of the Parliament of India. Then we are discussing here the Parliament of India is a bicameral legislative, and about bicameral legislative here are discussing what bicameral means. First comes Rajya Sabha, and in English we say the Council of States. But states, through these words we can understand, we can remember what elected by the state legislature. And the second house comes Lok Sabha, the Lok Sabha, house of the people. In English we say, okay, house of the people. Through this word we can remember for long time. What elected by the people, then members becomes Lok Sabha, house of the people. Okay, and next we will see the Parliament of India. Okay, was founded. Here are discussing. If we are talking about the Parliament of India, then also we want talking about where was founded the Parliament of India. No, where already we discussed where is the Parliament of India in India, New Delhi. But here are saying the Parliament of India was founded when? So that is given when 26 January 1950. This date, at the same date, our constitutions became effective at this same time, and at the same time our Parliament of India was founded in New Delhi. Okay, so next comes we will say, without time waste, legislative body. About legislative body, this word is new getting filling in. This word is filling, you are filling in. Legislative body. Okay, here are given definition. Through definition we can understand, we will understand a legislative body, because this word, where comes these words, where means where in this topic legislative body about this, because when we discuss about definition, then comes some words complex some words comes, okay, and here are given about legislative body. When we was discussing about parliament, here are what legislative body. A legislative body is a group. Is a group because we have discussed what about parliament, and about in parliament what comes in parliament comes two houses, means two types of people, means house of the people first, and second council of the states. Then through this we can say what a legislative body is: a group of people, is a group of people, because this tells us what group of people. In this house, who comes? People, members of council of states, members of house of the people comes in this house. Then we are saying a legislative body, when we can say, then becomes a group of people. And here are showing group of people who have the power to make or change laws, because in this paper who lives why 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 members becomes of council of states, and why members becomes house of the people. Questions raised here. So here are saying is a group of people, but next sentence is saying who have the power. But that person have the powers to make and also change laws. Okay, through president, I am telling you in the context of parliament. In parliament, president, okay, and members of house of the people, members of council of the states, and through three types of persons, because president is one in a parliament, okay, is a one parliament, and members of council of states and members of house of the peoples are many peoples. But how many people becomes members in council of states and in house of the people, we will discuss when about this topic will come in any next lectures, upcoming lectures. Then we will discuss in clarify in deep understanding. Okay. So where we were, a legislative body is a group of people who have the power. But okay, we agreed a legislative is a group of people, but person must have power to make laws and also change. Then we say what parliament becomes members. Then if becomes member, then that persons have power to make laws and also change laws. If opinion of people, then in group of people are discussing about if talking comes change laws, and through people's conservations about new make laws. Then according these people's makes new laws, makes change laws. Okay, but in short we can say a group of people, through a group of people can make laws and change laws, and can change laws. A legislative body can have one and more chambers. What here are saying? Because we already have discussed what houses. Here are saying in legislative body can have, because here are not saying about Indian legislative body. If this user, if here are saying about Indian legislative body, then this word not say, because one or more chambers are not does not come say in parliament, because we have already clear in parliament comes two houses. So here I am saying only about a legislative body. A legislative body can have one and more chambers. Means one, if in any country has one house, then as known as also unit member. Here are coming what? One houses and also two houses. Then through this here are saying a legislative body can have one or more chambers. Chamber means houses. We have discussed two houses, one houses, bicameral, unicameral. One or more chambers such as till here we are clear, we or people are clear, such as the Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha in India. And now here are saying such as, when comes to talk about such as, then Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha presents in our India. Okay, here are how many house? Two house in a parliament. And the next comes question. Question comes. Why should people decide in a parliament? Not in a parliament, but if in any country people live, people should decide. People should decide. And here we are discussing. So let's see what here are saying. The decision of people matters. The decision of people matters because people have authority to select a representative on their own leader. Government people have authority, people have power, and also people can participate in a country, because in India have democratic country, and democratic country what tells us, what says in a democratic government have participation of people. Power of participation of people. People can select one government. Okay, we will say matters. But here are saying the decision of people matters in a democratic country. Just I said because here are saying because here are giving but because reason. A democratic government, if in any country have a democratic government is run by the contest of people, approval and participation of the people or citizens. Here are what saying consent of people must be, approval of people must be, participation also must be. Participation of people must be in a country, in the country. Okay, here are words saying a democratic country is run. Here are words saying democratic country. Then run by the consent of the people, approval of the people, participation of the people. This, in short, we will see, because you can say if we are talking for a long time, then after long time, in short, we can say what summary about this lecture. Okay, we are discussing about lecture. In short, we will see about this, and in the next what will come, we'll see. Parliament and the making of laws about parliament here are given about parliament. A parliament is a legislative body, yeah, and legislative about legislative body. Here are discuss. Here are discussing. Here have discussed. But a parliament is a legislative body of a government that represents the people, makes laws. Represents. If in any country has a parliament, then that represents the people, makes laws and oversees the government. If any country has a government, then parliament. Different countries have different parliament, types of parliament, such as bicameral. Here are discussing bicameral about unicameral. In bicameral has two houses. Has in bicameral have two houses. In unicameral has one houses. For example, the Parliament of India. In Parliament of India has two houses. Have two houses. Each bicameral legislature composed of the Rajya Sabha, Council of the State, and House of the People. What I say, through this word you can remember what elected by the state legislature, then members becomes a council of states, and through this word you can remember for a long time what elected by the people, then members becomes a house of the people. The Parliament of India was founded on 26 January 1950. At the same time, our Indian constitutions became effective. At the same time, 26 January 1950. Legislative body here. When we were discussing about parliament, then was coming about legislative body. So let's see about legislative body, because sometimes this word feels complex. Okay, a legislative body is a group of people, because members in council of states are group of people, as have a group of people who have the powers to make or change law, because through these people and also one people who president, and these people in a parliament can make new laws and change laws. Okay, and also through people, consist of people and approval of people and participation of people, means through decision of people, can also make a new policy, new laws and change laws. Okay, till here we are clear. A legislative body can have one or more chambers. Here I am not saying about Indian legislative body. Only here are given definition. Legislative body can have one or more chambers, such as the Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha in India. These are two houses, but these are two houses present in our India, in our parliament. Why should people decide? The decision of people matters in a democratic country. If in any country has a democratic country, then democratic country says us what the decision of people matters in our democratic country. Because reason is given here. A democratic government is run by the consent of people, approval of people, and also participation of the people. In other words, you can say citizen, you say citizen, Indian citizenship. We will see in the next step what will come. We will see in the next step we can now. So let's see without time waste about it. The people elected two candidates. The people elect a few candidates who represent their collective voice in the parliament. Yes. Here are not saying one by one. Here are saying few. Few means 50, 60, 10, few. Okay. Here it's not a fixed number. Here are saying a few candidates. Then suppose our state who lives public in our state, means in our state, we live in our state, and we people can elect our government, our representative for for collective voice, for collective voice. Which collective voice? People's, public's voice of public's can reach these representative people in parliament, and through our voice can make new laws, can make new decision, can make new policies. Okay, can make. And the people elect a few hundreds who represent their means, this means few means MLAs, member of legislative assembly, state legislature. When we talk about Parliament of India, main Parliament of India, people becomes many people from the Council of States, from the House of the People. Many peoples are many peoples, and through that there are saying a few candidates, but elected by people. So we can say, and here are saying representative, elected by the representative, elected by the people are representative, and this representative people, our voice, people reach, arrive our voice in a parliament. Okay, so already we said. Next, the role of the parliament. What are the role of the parliament? Means in parliament, who are living, who are decision people, who people are decision making decision. But what are the role of the what are the role of people of the parliament? Parliament of India. Okay. If we goes next okay, the Indian Parliament is an expression. Yeah, through this you can say voice. You can see, you can understand. The Indian Parliament is an expression of what? Our voice, what our problems, what our problems. Okay, and through this representative can reach our voice, and here are saying what are the role of parliament. Indian Parliament, the role of Indian Parliament is an expression. Indian Parliament can express our voice, our problems, to make new policies, to make new laws, can change through expression. And its role of parliament, of the faith, believe. Okay, through people of parliament, faith of the people of parliament, that the people of India have a principle of democracy. Yeah. Here you are saying the people of India, the people of India. You can say people have democracy. Yeah, but in principles of democracy, now we can say the people, where people, which people, who people, India's people of India have a democracy, but in principles of democracy. So to clarify, I understood, but the people of India have democracy, but in principles, because in a democracy, in our Indian democracy, what are principles? Only here are saying about principle. Okay, in here we are clear. The parliament in the Indian system. has immense powers, unlimited powers. Because many people have different powers. Powers are different. I tell you, I tell you. Okay, I tell you what Indian system. Here are saying what parliament. Not here are saying people. Not here are saying. Not here are saying people. Here are saying Indian system has immense, unlimited powers as it is the representative of the people. As it's the representative of the people. Okay. What we are discussing? What we are discussing? The representative of the people. The representative of the people. Yeah. When people elect our your representative, then we can say representative of the people. And the representative of people through this power of Indian systems have, you can say, people have authority, and if people elect our representative, then these people give your powers of representative people, and the representative people now have authority, and through representative power can decision in parliament, and through this also we can say India system have powers, and through many representative of people, they also can say what is Indian system has immense different powers, have different powers. It is the representative of the people. Okay. The Lok Sabha is elected once every 5 years. After 5 years, if our public of state can elect our our members of Lok Sabha only one. Okay. And after completed 5 years, again people can elect a representative, can elect members of Lok Sabha. But here condition is what? Condition is after 5 years completed. What I am saying, after 5 years completed, elected by the people, then we say members of Lok Sabha. Okay. Here are saying every 5 years. Yeah. What I am saying, after 5 years, public can elect again. That person, public are interested to make our representative, to make your leader, government. If public are interested in any people, in any member of Lok Sabha to make our government, then people again, after completed, people again can elect our representative. Okay, so here I say after 5 years, functions of parliament. What are the functions of a parliament? Because any persons have different works. Any persons have different works. Any persons have works. Functions, you can say. Functions. Functions of a parliament. What are? India has numbers constituencies. Yeah. Here are saying about India, not saying only one particular area. Okay. Here are saying India has numerous constituencies. Yeah. We are already clear. But here are saying each of the constituencies. Only now these are talking about each, means each of India. Each of these constituency, each of numerous constituencies elects one person to the parliament. Yeah. If our area, in our area, have constituency area, then we can say that area, in that area, in that area, elects one person. Why? To parliament. Two member of a parliament, two member of a Lok Sabha, two member of a state of a council, two member of the house of the people, house of the people. Okay, but where in the constituency area. Okay, where our area is constituency. Then constituencies area candidates one person to parliament to makes new policies change to make change new laws, old laws. The candidates who contest election. The candidates here are not saying one person about one persons. Okay, here are saying candidates that can be anyone can be. Okay. Candidates who contest elections usually belongs to different political parties. Okay, belongs to different political parties. These candidates become members of a parliament or MPs. Here I was saying contest each word are coming here. The candidates who contest election here. If any persons contest elections, they usually belong to different political parties. Then we can say we say what become we say member of a parliament. These candidates become members of a parliament. If any persons elects from the constituency area, then we say what people of a constituency who elected in this constituency area, then these candidates become members of the parliament. In short, you can say this word. To select the national government. Here we are talking about only constituency area. Means place area where are constituency, and through constituency any persons contest, and that persons if elected through this area, then become members of a parliament. But after that, here are saying about the national government. To select a process of select the national government. How? We see Parliament of India consist this word and this word are different. Okay, consist means include, composite. Parliament of India also consists president. Only we have discussed about two houses, House of the People and second Council of the State. But the third person comes the President in Parliament, and here are saying consists of the Parliament, the President, the Council of States and the people of the House of the People. First, second, and third. You are saying these are consist of Parliament of India. And after the Council of States, no, House of the People, after the House of the People election. What they are saying? Election. After the House of the People election, a list is prepared. What they are saying? A list is prepared showing how many MPs belong to each political party. So here are what showing a list is prepared. In this list are showing MPs belongs to each political party, and the next are coming. There are 543 elected. I told in the previous lecture what about how many are members in the council of the state and the house of the people. And I said, what then about council of the state, about house of the people will come in the next lecture. Then we will discuss in and deeply understand. And here are coming. What about environment? Here are saying 543 elected, okay? But in the bracket are discussing about plus 2. Plus 2 means 541 plus 2, then comes 543. Plus 2 Anglo-Indian nominates by president members in the house of the people. These numbers you are saying, what it tells us, members comes in house of the peoples. Okay, so do remember what 543 elected members were house. So house of the people. Okay. In short, we will see about this, and after completed this, we will see in the next lecture. No, in the next step. What will come? But let's see about this, about it without time waste. The people elect a few candidates, yeah, because in our India have many states. Means 28. The people elect a few candidates who represent collective voice of the people, collective voice of the people in the parliament, and these representative people represent collective voice of public in a parliament, in the parliament. Okay, so the people will elect a few candidates. The role of the parliament, we saw about what are the role of the parliament here also. Here was saying the Indian parliament is an expression. Means in our words we can say Indian parliament is an express. What express? Collective voice of public. The Indian parliament is an experience of the you and I. What are saying? Carefully. Okay, believe. Okay, that the people of India have in principles. The people of India have democracy, okay, but in principles. The parliament in the Indian system, we have discussed what have many different powers through council of the states and through house of the people. Okay, house and is the representative of the people. We say what representative as known as this assembly. You can say house of the people. And this house of the people is elected once every 5 years. After 5 years, again the public can elect your representative, your leader, your government after completed 5 years. So participation of people matters in a democratic country. Approval of people matters in a democratic country. Constant matters in a democratic country. Here are indirect say. Here are indirect say. Function of a parliament. Let's see what are functions of a parliament in your mind would become. And question is here. Yeah. Functions of a parliament, functions of prime ministers, functions of chief ministers matters in a country. So only here are saying about about functions of a parliament. What are functions? India has numbers of constituencies, and each of these constituencies, any people can contest, and if any candidates contest elections, then usually we say members of parliament become who elected through this constituency area, then that candidates become members of parliament. In short, we say MPs. Okay, member of parliament. To select next are coming about process of selecting national government, and here are discussing. So we say what institution is unique in your own ways. Parliament of India consists of the president, the House of the People, Council of the States. Here are you saying? First is coming president, second is coming Council of the State, third is coming people of House of the People. So these three have in Parliament. Okay, these three people has in Parliament, have in Parliament. After the House of the People elections, a list is prepared, and this list is prepared showing how many people belong to each political party. And this number, what it tells us? This number tells us elected plus 2 and this nominated by Indian nominated by president. Okay, and this number is of House of the People. And next we will see what comes next step. What will come next step? We will see. We are going to know about this. But already some topics means some words, main words already we have seen. That means first came constitutions, because before now to parliamentary we need now about constitutions, then after then Indian constitutions, because where you live in, okay, suppose you live in other country, suppose America, then you will talk about your own country. Okay, so I am saying we saw about constitutions, Indian constitutions, and parliament. Okay, in parliament, how many house? Okay, so about bicameral, unicameral. Bicameral means two houses. Unicameral means one house. Bicameral is the example of our India. Okay, because in India Parliament has two consist houses. First is what is say? What did I say? First house. What did I say? First house. First house is Council of the State, and second is House of the People. Okay, so if we talk about bicameral house, then our example is our country. Okay, our India. And if we want related to other country in bicameral, in case of bicameral house, then we can relate American country with American country. And in short, I want to tell you what our Indian constitutions is in written form, and related to, if we talk about relate with American, then also America has a written form. But in your mind would be coming, then which country has unwritten constitutions? So there comes a point in our example is our country, okay, our India, and if we want related to other country in bicameral, in case of bicameral house, then we can relate American country with American country. And in short, I want to tell you what our Indian constitutions is in written form, and related to, if we talk about relate with America, then also America has a written form. But in your mind would be coming, then which countries has which country has unwritten constitutions? So then comes point of Britain. Britain has in unwritten form. Okay. So we cannot say like this that in Britain country has no government, has no rules, has no rule guidelines, regulation. Because in Britain country only has not a in a written form constitutions, but constitutions, regulations, guidelines, some laws has in Britain country. So so in the next we will see what I said. Bicameral about and unicameral. Bicameral means two houses. Our India has bicamerals and unicameral means one houses. One houses is the example of Britain. No, not Britain. Okay. So in the next lectures, upcoming lectures, we will see about unicameral because our India has in our India has bicameral. So about the bicameral house we will discuss. What first house name is House of the People and the second house is name is what? Council of the State. House of the People, Council of the States. Through states you can remember for long time. What? Through state. I said through state. We can remember for long time through word state means elected by members of members, you can say members of parliament, members of legislative assembly are elected by the state legislature. Okay, means members of states, council of the state. Okay, council of the states, member of council of the states. These are elected by the state legislature. But if we talk about House of the People, then through people we can understand, we can explain, we can learn for a long time. What I am saying through people you can remember, you can explain. The members of the House of the People are elected by the directly. I am saying directly elected by the people. Then we say members of the House of the People. Okay, members of the House of the People. Then becomes members of House of the People. Okay, so then we saw about executive means organs of level of government means laws and policies in the parliament as makes in parliament makes parliament laws policy, okay, rules, guidelines, regulations by parliament people. And parliament is a legislative body. Legislative body is what in your mind would be raise question. What is legislative body? Legislative body you can say people, but group of people. Okay. Can be people, but group of people. Group of people. What I am saying? Group of people means people of the House of the People. Okay. First is and second peoples of the state council of the states. These are groups of people. And first members becomes who? President. President in the parliament has the main members, you can say in your words, and through these peoples made law made law and policies and regulations, and through these people can make new laws and change the new laws. Okay, so and after this we will talk about just some minutes about executive, legislative and judiciary. What is these words? What are the meaning of these words? Executive, legislative, judiciary means I am saying about legislative works of legislative is to make laws and policies, and after this make and policies, then executive organs of level of government may implements the laws and policies. Okay, and remain our and comes last comes judiciary. And can you think what will be third? What will be works? What will be third? Means works of judiciary. First, this of makes laws and policies, and the second, after makes policy and laws, what implements executive implements the laws and policies, and judiciary applies the laws and policies. You can say regulations, guidelines. Okay, but condition is when judiciary investigate that laws and policies, if judiciary decides this will be right for public for development of a country, then after investigate judiciary will decide this will be applied in our country. Okay, in own country. Okay, this was about organs of government. Level of government. What are the level of government? What are the level of government? Level of government, in short, I would say national government, national level, national government, state government, and third is local government. But in short, I would want to say what about national government. Who government addresses the national issues, national affairs. Then we say national government, like international issues, international affairs, national defense, national education. Okay, but in state means the second level of government. Government. So first, second is state government. What works of state governments? State government can address your area challenges. Okay, when in any states comes challenges, comes affairs, comes raise affairs in any area in one state, then that state government of that states can address your challenges. Okay, so and next, but this two level of government was mentioned in our Indian constitutions at the 1947. But third, I told you about local government. This was what? What this was? I am saying you this two means national government and state government was mentioned at the time 1947 in our Indian constitutions. But I tells you about local government. Local government means 23 and 24th amendment. You can say amendment in our was amendment in our constitutions. But status was 73 rural areas, about rural areas. and 24th opposite urban areas. Because after 1947, as I say, in our country, about village in our Indian constitutions are not mentioned. Then after sometimes our, you can say it as government, parliament, judiciary, these peoples what they decide about village, about the status of village can be, can be, should be mentioned in article. Okay, through law, through guidelines, through regulation. Okay. So this was about levels of government, and also we have discussed about organs of governments. Okay, so here we will say, let's say without time waste, 1.1, one by one. For a political party to form, for a political party to form the government, they must have a majority of elected MPs. Here are saying, if a political party, political party, this political party I want to become, I want to become government. Then this political party must be majority. Okay, must be majority. Here are saying must have a majority of elected MPs, members of parliaments, who are elected, who are elected MPs, who are elected MPs in parliament. According to this, if if a political party must have a majority more than number of half, then their political party can make government. Okay, can make a democracy government. Here and the next line are saying, are telling a majority party should have at least half the number, means 272 numbers or more. If are more, then no problem. But must have half of the number. Number is what? Half number is what? 272. Are more, then not problem. Okay. So here is what condition. If any political party want to become government, then that political party need a majority of elected persons to form the government. Okay, a majority party should have at least here I say at least means half the number means 272. Okay, one of the most important functions of the Lok Sabha means House of the People, House of the People is to select the executive. Here you are saying what here you are saying, one of the most important function of House of the People, of House of the People. But what functions? Function is to select the executive person. Here are saying to select the executive persons. But whose work? The House of the People, members of the House of the People. Okay, members of House of the People. This is one function, and also here are saying this function is important for of House of the People to select the executive. About executive, we have already discussed. We have already seen. Okay, means executive persons, that person who implements the laws and policies, regulations. You can say guidelines, laws. Okay, that person is called as known as executive persons. Okay, but here questions arise what executive persons. Executive persons is elected by Select executive person is selected by the house of the people. Okay, the executive is a group. Here are here are getting defined about executive is a group of a person, and a group of a person, about a group of a person we have discussed in legislative body and definition of legislative body. Okay, so here are saying the executive is a group of persons, because if you see in legislative, no, in legislature organs, then also in legislature organs has have a group of persons, but different. Okay, if we compare between executive and legislature, then will be different group of persons. Okay, but here are saying the executive is a group of persons who work together, means mutually work. Okay, mutually works, who work together to implement the laws. Here are what saying, here what I saying, because we have already discussed about executive. What we discuss we discussed it to implement laws and policies made by parliament, for which we use the term government. We use almost the term government, means executive persons, but we in daily life almost we use the government term. Okay, for which. Okay, next are coming the about the Prime Minister of India. About here are given about the Prime Minister of India. Now okay, now it's coming. Is the leader of the ruling party? Yeah, you are agree. Here are saying what ruling party is the leader of a ruling party, because if in party in you can say in suppose in parliament. Okay, in parliament are have two house. One is house of the people, and the second is house of the people, state the legislature, council of the state. But in parliament, who are members of two houses, but one party win, then that party we say ruling party. But other party, what is it called? Opposition party. Okay, opposition party. The Prime Minister of India is the leader of the ruling party. Ruling party means ruling party. You can say your state, your CM of your state, who is, that is also ruling party. So in our country, 28 states of government is ruling party, and this 20 state ruling party government is the leader. You can say 28 states of the government. Here are not mentioned. I am saying 28 states of India government, 28 states of 28 states government of India is the member, you can say group of Prime Minister of India. But here are mentioned what the Prime Minister of India is the leader of the 28 states government. 28 states government, and 28 states we also known as ruling party. In the Lok Sabha means House of the People. Okay, here are saying in condition, not here are saying Council of the States, because Here, here comes 28 states governments. Okay, this is winner party. Okay, this is winner party, and winner party is in your states CM in form CM. Okay, in the House of the People. When two or more than two different political parties join together. Okay, join together means what we say. So you see, save parties join together when two or more than two different. Suppose 20, I said you 28 states of India, about 28 states of India, but 15 states, 15 states is a House of the People. Then we can say that government are coalition government, means together. Two different political parties join together mutually. We also can say mutually government. Okay. Political party join together to form a government. It is known as a coalition party. So this word do remember. Why? Because in your study will come multiple times. When two or more than only do remember, only you can remember in some words. If one government is who? Our prime minister, but with the prime ministers, other different minister comes in works of prime ministers of India, then we say coalition government. Okay, it is known as coalition government. But to form a government, I just said to form a government because comes with the works of a prime minister of India, then we say form a government, and also as known as coalition government. Next we are saying what about the function of the parliament. Now we will see, we will going to see about functions of parliament, not about parliament, because we already have discussed, have seen about parliament. But here are what is functions of parliament. It ensures accountability of the government. Yeah, who functions of parliament. What are going functions of parliament in parliament? What are functions? What are functions? What are going functions in parliament? So if works are going, if works are going getting, then this parliament ensures accountability. Okay, of the government. Without parliament functioning, law making for the government is not possible because parliament is necessary. It's necessary. It's compulsory if in any country has a democracy government. Okay, democracy country. In any country, select adapt democracy government. Then without parliament, here are saying what without parliament functioning, law making for the country is not possible. Will not be possible without parliament functioning. Without parliament functioning, law making for country is not possible. Okay, is not possible. The council of the state functions primarily as the representative of the states of India in the parliament. Here are what saying. Here are saying council of the states functions primarily as the representative because member of council of the states as known as also in a representative, in form representative, as the representative of the states. Okay, of India because these states comes in India in the parliament. These members go in the parliament for opinion of for decision, taking decision of public in parliament, this members voice. Okay, and then speaks what is problem in your states to front president, to front many members within amount. Okay, so next sentence is the state of legislature, state of no. Council of the state can also initiative legislation. Yeah, legislation. The members of the state of the council are elected by the elected members of the legislature. Yeah, here what are saying? Here we saw elected where elected, yeah. Here they must have a majority of elected entities, but here what are saying? Elected are elected. This person, this member are elected by the elected members of the state legislature assembly of various states. Means different states in our India are okay. And suppose our states, take an example of our states. In our states have members of legislative assembly in our states. Has in Ranchi present what members of legislature assemblies, and in this member of legislature assembly presents members, and through these members are elected these persons, these members of the state council of the states. In short, we will say about this. If any political party want to become government, then will need majority more than half number, half numbers. Okay. Let's here are given number 272. This is half. It's a half. Okay. For example, of elected MPs, not person, not public. Here are saying elected MPs, because MPs whose representative of people. Okay, so we also can say this is a representative, okay, of people. Okay, one of the most important functions we have already seen. What House of the People can select the executive persons, and this is most important functions of this means House of the People. Next are coming. The executive is a group of persons, okay, who works together naturally to implement. In short, we can say executive implements the laws and policies made by the government parliament. For which we normally use the term government. If we say term, then also we can say executive, because executive as known as also government. Okay, so our government is what? Executive, also executive. The Prime Minister of India is the leader of the ruling party. Ruling party is what? State of government. This is the ruling party, and the Prime Minister of India is the leader of the state government. Means in our India have 28 states, and yeah, what I'm saying. What I said, the Prime Minister of India is the leader of the 28 states of India. In the here condition, because we are talking about the Prime Minister of India, these members comes in House of the People. So condition is House of the People. Okay. When two or more than two different political parties join together to form a government, it is known as coalition government. Okay, it is known as coalition government. Coalition means double, more. Okay, more, double, triple, can be triple, never triple, for many. But in our states, in our India has have 28 states, like 28. But if when two or more than different political parties join together to form a government for country development for country. It is known as also coalition government. About the function of a parliament, here are saying functions of a parliament. It ensures accountability because it's accountability of government. What are doing government our? What are doing our government? Accountability. Parliament accountability. Parliament accountability. What are doing our government in our country? So this parliament tells us indirectly, through media, through social media. So this parliament decides, and this parliament tells us your government, your government, what are doing. Look, okay. Without parliament functioning, law making for the country is not possible. Yeah. If we want to know making, then we will need parliament functioning. Okay. According to this, makes law and policies, new policies, and we can change policies. Laws. Okay. The council of the state functions primarily as the representative. Yeah, first is primarily as a representative. And of the state of the India, we will say about this. The council of the states can also enact a legislature. Okay. Firstly, the members of the Council of the States are elected by the elected members of the legislature assemblies of various states. In 28 states are members of the legislature, have members of the legislature assemblies. Then you will see members of the legislature is elected by the people, and through these are elected members of the council of the state. Okay. So in the next term we will see about this. What will come in the next? What comes in the next? In the next we will see. It's next. Without out of context, we will discuss in deeply. Okay. We will not go out of context of this regarding. There are 233 elected members plus 12 members nominated, but 23 and plus 12, but this about this 12 members nominated, not elected. Okay. If somebody asks you 12 members of the 12 members in this regard only, I am telling you. Okay. 12, somebody asks you. Okay. If somebody asks you plus 12 members, it's nominated or it's elected. So you will give answer nominated. 233, it's elected members by the parliament. Okay. To control, to guide, and to inform the government. Here are mentioned, here are discussing, here are telling us, here are speaking. The parliament begins with the question hour. So to control who our parliament, of government, to guide us. Okay, parliament guide us, parliament guide government. Okay, the government guide us, public. So to control, to guide about information the government, we are going discussing. The parliament begins with a question hour, because question is important role in our life, in our instant, because with questions we start any work, whether that will be jobs, that will be study, business, in any front. Can many sectors, okay, can be many sectors. The parliament begins But our parliament begins also here, and it's a unique step. Parliament begins with a question hour, and this question hour we say what a mechanism. This question hour is an important mechanism. Okay, mechanism. And I said you through which MP can MPs means members of a parliament can elect means collect can elicit elect information about the working of the government. Who our members of a parliament can elect informations about what are doing our government, what are working of government for country for public. Then through question our MPs can select informations about working of the government. As you say, in when budget comes, then you will see working of government. Okay, the government also comes to know the opinion of the people, but through their representative. What do we say? Representative MPs. Okay, MP means a member of a parliament, as known as also representative of the people. And here are saying opinion of the people through their representative in the parliament. And should we say, in other words, we say MP, okay, member of a parliament. Here are do careful, do notice what opinion of the people, how goes in parliament, okay, through representative, because we we elect a representative, our representative we elect, and through public select representative, okay. And in all matters dealing, okay, in parliament are discussing, and with all matters dealing with finance, because finance is important, becomes important in a country, and it's important for a country. And when budget comes, then about finance, talk about, okay, talk about the parliament's approval is crucial for the government. Yeah, okay. Lawmaking is a significant function of parliament. Is a significant of function of parliament, because through this we can survive. We can survive better through what lawmaking, policy making. And here are saying it's a significant function. It's a significant function, important, but this word is becomes here. Okay, significant function, lawmaking. When we talk about, then do careful, then be alert, be careful. Do remember what our president of parliament of India, in parliament, our president, members of the state legislature, you can say council of the states, and house of the people. These people makes law, executive organs of government, executive, legislature, and judiciary. These peoples makes policies, can change laws. Okay, so here are saying lawmaking is a significant function of a parliament. The first hour of a sitting of a parliament, here you are saying first hour. First hour in a parliament is discuss. What is discuss? I am saying you first hour is discuss in a parliament about what are doing you, what are doing government, what were doing our government in our country. So state of government of a state government of state tells you can say in the past in the 5 years in the 5 years what were the working government of state. Okay, so first hour of the sitting of a parliament is devoted to the questions. Okay, is devoted to the question, and this hour is called the question hour. Okay, so when you study and when you will study, then this word comes, then be alert. Okay, then you will understand. You will understand what about this question hours. This is first question hour period times. Okay, where in parliament are discussed for country. What were the what were doing our government in within five within 1 year, within 5 years. Okay, so next are coming. But do remember this word and about coalition government. When two political parties or two different political parties in a country together join together or to form of government, then we call, then we say coalition government. Okay, coalition government. So next we see during the question hour, members can ask members what members, who members, how members. Members can be members of the house of the people and council of the state. Okay, council of the state. Okay, so here are not mentioned only one about the members. Okay, means council of the state and house of the people. Here are saying members of the parliament. Members can ask questions on every aspects of administrations and government activity. How okay, government activity. Government activity means working. Government when was within 5 years our government what was doing. So this shows this within means works of government within 5 years. This show this table as a government activity. Okay, government activity. This was about 233 elected members, 12 members nominated by the parliament. In parliament, who comes but nominated by the here are direct say by parliament. But in parliament, who our president to control, to guide, and to inform the government. The parliament begins with the question. So first it starts in parliament with the question hours, and this question hour is approx 1 hour till 1 hour. The question hour is an important mechanism through which members can base, can imagine, can collect information about the working of the government. The government also comes to know the opinion of the people, but through their representative. Here, what are saying? Their representative. What they are representative of people. So, if we think how our opinion, our means public opinion, how will receive in parliament, then here clear about this. What through representative people in the parliament. In other words, we say members of a parliament. In all matters dealing with the finance, because finance is mentioned in our Indian constitutions, not budget word in is mentioned in our constitutions. Okay, so opposite budget finance is mentioned in our Indian constitutions. In other words, in all matters dealing with the finance, the parliament's approval is crucial for the government. Lawmaking is a significant function of parliament because through lawmaking, we can better survive. We can survive better situation in better situation. The first hour of a setting of a parliament is devoted to the question and each hour. This hour is also known as vacation hour. Okay. During vacation hour, members can ask questions. Yeah, any can be members, but who are represent in parliament, who are member of council of the states and people house of the people. Okay, can ask really ask a question on every aspect of administrations and the government activity. So we will next in the next term what will come. We will see to next what who are the people in parliament, because we have discussed about the function of the parliament, but here are coming who are the people. These questions. Okay, who are the people in parliament? Parliament now has more and more people. Yeah, because with in our lectures we were discussing about members. So members is people. Parliament now has more and more people from different backgrounds. Okay. So what I am saying in Kerala, I am saying suppose the council of the state, suppose the council of the states, and this it's a first house of the parliament, and the second is house of the people. This it's a second house of the parliament. Third is president. Okay, and this third is president. Okay, it's a people, it's a group of people. So here are saying also has more and more people here, but more people. So this it's a group of people from different backgrounds, because this group of people comes different backgrounds, different states. So that's why we can say it's a people of parliament. Okay, there has also been an increase here. What here are saying, there has been also the increase means numbers in political participation from the rich and the backgrounds classes. Here are saying lower classes. Okay, because these persons is not has not come, you can say was not come in parliament in political participations, because lack of resources, lack of knowledge, lack of education. Okay, something can be situations. So at the present time in our India, saying also has been an increase in political parties from these background classes. Okay, this background classes was poor in the present time. Okay, some seats are reserved in parliament for here you are saying what. Through this we can say, because I just say lack of resources, lack of something. So here are saying for here are you are looking some seats are reserved. So we can say according to this some background classes came in political participation. Through this we can say in parliament. Okay. Similarly, there is a reservation of seats for women. So now comes a point about women. You will see in parliament many women in parliament. So through this is coming, through this women is coming in political participations, and also background classes is coming in political parties reserved through reservation seats. Okay, this was about the parliament and making laws, and we saw constitutions and in constitutions, bicameral, unicameral houses, and functions of the parliament, and here people in parliament, about council of the states, and about house of the people, executive, legislative, judiciary, and about levels of government, organs of government. Okay, levels of government, national government, state government, and local of government. About 73 amendment, about 74th amendment in this regard comes about rural areas, about urban areas. Okay, so multiple things we saw, multiple words, multiple main words we saw. Okay, in this lectures. That's it.